It's Petey with PHNX. Time for another edition of Walkin and Talkin. Today, sponsored by the Arizona Lottery, where you can do your own Walkin and Talkin with azadventure.com. Matias, I'm going to start right off with Matias Maccelli. And we do this every time you score in our studio. I don't know if you've ever seen it. We go, Matias Maccelli. Have you seen that? Do they do that in the locker room? Do they do the finger emoji? And have you seen that happen in the stands yet?
I have not seen that yet. I kind of like it though. I use that emoji a lot with my friends, so I like that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Because we still think that there's part Italian in you, right? So we always go, what is your favorite Italian food?
I'm a big pasta guy.
Are you?
Yeah.
So do you know your nickname? Another one of our nicknames our diehards have come up with was the Finnish fettuccine. And we have an actual little graphic with it. But let's talk about your hockey. So you lead the team in assists right now, and we've shown your elite passing and how good of a passer you are. Where does that come from? Have you always been elite at puck moving?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's come from growing up in Finland, playing a lot of outdoor hockey, and just like there are no goalies there, so it's just kind of passing around and messing around with your friends growing up. So I think it kind of comes from all the way there. Yeah.
So you look at last season, we talked about your passing. And then Coach Bear said, he's got to shoot more. And you are. So when you look at your stats last season, you had 61 shots on goal. This year, you've doubled that. You're 133 shots on goal this season. Have you had a conscious effort this year to shoot more pucks on net?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can't really score if you don't shoot, right?
Yeah.
So definitely that's been something I've been working on the ice on practice days. So I mean, I'm shooting more now. I got to start scoring a little more too. Then.
Do you have confidence in your shot now?
Yeah, especially after last few.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You've got goals in 3 straight now. The longest streak in your career. Is something different happening to you, or it's just going in?
I mean, it's one of those things. You get kind of cold at some point in the season, and then you get hot. So right now, I mean, all the chances I get are pretty much going in. So I hope that'll be the case for the rest of the year here. I'm
going to take you back, because some people might not know about your junior career and where you played. You actually got a chance to play in Dubuque. Yeah. You came to the States. How does a guy from Finland end up playing for Dubuque in the USHL?
I had a buddy who played there too. So
another Finnish kid?
Another Finnish guy, and he was just talking about Dubuque and how things are there, and then I made a choice to go there when I was 17, I think. So
good experience for you?
Yeah, it was good. First time living
away from home.
Not home.
Yeah.
Not your mom doing the laundry and all this stuff. So
yeah.
I mean,
did you help Gunther pay the bills? Like Gunther and McBain still haven't figured out how to pay bills. You had to learn early, right?
Yeah, I mean, I lived in a billet family.
He has a girlfriend.
And that is another thing. So
yeah, that helps, right?
Helps a lot, but with those two, I mean, they might need to find a girlfriend or something.
Yeah, you hear that? Yeah, don't tell my wife. Okay, so you start off the year and you played most of last year with Bukestad and Kraus. And in the last few games, you've switched and you're with McBain and Doan. How is it you had that chemistry with Kraus for so long? What's it like switching lines mid-season like that?
I mean, it was a little weird to start playing with someone else because I played with him for so long. Yeah. I knew exactly what he's doing out there, and he's trying to get open for me, I guess. And I think it worked pretty well when I played with him. But I mean, playing now with McBain and Doan, I mean, they're both good players too. So I mean, there's not much of a difference there.
When you watched, and you went through the Tucson Roadrunner system, and you were outstanding down there. You and Karks were down there together. You put up all kinds of numbers. You see Josh Doan put up great numbers this year. Is that a guy you root for in the locker room when you see him get called up?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's a great player. I've been waiting for him to get called up, kind of like I did a couple years ago. So he's kind of in the same spot now, and he's doing really good for us.
You see, this first half of the season, this team was in a playoff spot. You were around it. You were chasing the playoffs for a while, and then you got to stumbled a little bit as a team. Does that make you more excited to get there next year? Is it something that you as a team you get excited? Hey, this team, we got to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, that's going to be the goal for next year. Obviously, I mean, we're already kind of in there halfway through the season, and then had a bad couple of games there. But I think for next year, it's going to be big, and then guys going to be 1 year older and 1 year more experienced. So I think next year we have a good chance.
One of the things we've talked about with all the guys on the food crew, and you guys haven't done it in a while too, you have the food crew that goes out to eat, and you keep notes and keep track of the restaurants you go to. First, remind everybody who's in that crew, and then I want to know your favorite restaurant on the road this season.
Oh, it's me, Valimaki, JJ Moser, and Carconi.
Gretzky, yeah.
Gretzky
in there.
And for the best one, I forget. We rated the best one, but I know the one in Australia was pretty good.
See, I can't go to Australia. So, but what kind of food did they have in Australia that was made this restaurant so good?
Honestly, I think it was a French restaurant, but it was good though.
So when I was on the road, they had one of the young kids went out and they were so excited they got to go to the spaghetti factory, and that's a true story. I hope you're doing better than that. You're going to nice restaurants when you're on the road?
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about your summer plans. Season's winding down now. Where are you going to spend this off season, and where are you going to train?
Back home in Finland. We got a good group there, so I'm going to go back there. I've been with them for 6-7 years now.
That's good. So you get a chance to go home. Your family's still there, so you get to see them and spend the summer
exactly.
there. You talk about this too. We talked about Doan getting called up, but now you've got a lot of these young guys. Karks is here, who you're friends with down in Tucson, but you got Gunther, you got Doan here. Has that changed your stuff off ice? Have you got a better relationship with those young guys? Are you having more fun off ice now that those guys are here, or is this just one big family?
I mean, it's kind of a mix of both. It's great to have another young guys here. I mean, my first year there wasn't that many, and now it's like half the team are my age. So I mean, it's fun in the room and on the road when we're not playing. So definitely having a good time.
I want to ask about the mullet quick too, because we hear a lot of criticism from around the league about the mullet and playing at the mullet. But I was at the mullet when Josh Doan came up and scores his first goal, and the energy in that building was fantastic. What's it like on the ice for your home arena, being at Mullet Arena?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 5,000 seat rink, so I mean, especially that game when Doan played his first and scored. I mean, that's probably the best I've seen it. The place was pumping, and I mean, it was great.
So you've had a whole season now in Arizona. What is it? We're cloudy and rainy today, but your favorite thing to do away from the rink in Arizona?
It has to be a good dinner or go play a round of golf with the boys.
You're a golfer?
Yeah.
Were you always a golfer? Back in Finland, is golf big?
It's big, yeah. I started playing when COVID hit, so.
Oh, yeah. And it's sunny all summer, right? Like you get that extra daylight, so you can golf.
Yeah.
Winter, you can't golf as much.
No, not at all.
All those Finns. Well, I want to wish you luck. Hopefully this goal streak keeps going. I want to say to Matias Maccelli, the Finnish fettuccine, keep up the great work. You're so fun to watch, and your passing skills. Thanks for taking the time today.
Thank you.
That's another edition of Walkin and Talkin with Petey at PHNX, brought to you today by the Arizona Lottery. Don't forget to check out azadventure.com for all the ways you can win $1 million in cash and Arizona travel prizes. I'm Petey, and we'll see you at the rink.